Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. We just spent about 50 minutes talking about what's working and what's not working in events because we're all going back to events with some trepidation in this endemic world. So, Michael Callahan from Acronis, what is your tip for getting the most out of events right now?
I think for getting the most out of events, it goes back to something that I've seen and I kind of reflect on throughout my career. And it's a book by Jack Trout, right? Differentiate or die. You got to be different, right? I'm at a trade show this week where there's probably 2,000 vendors. How do you get any attention? Well, you've got to somehow figure out how to differentiate. And it could be pulling someone to the booth, a game. It could be something that's interesting, but differentiate or die is key.
I love it. It's such a great place to start because that is the strategic thinking that's needed. Okay, Matt Serna from Notable, what is your tip?
I think the key tip is to execute the event. You need to execute before, during, and after the event, and think of it as one part of a broader campaign. Whether it's SDR outreach, direct mail, whatever tactic works for you. Think through how it fits within a broader program rather than thinking about the event as in isolation as a whole campaign.
I love that tip because so much energy goes to just getting people to the event, your team and so forth. But the reality is, if you're at the show, the lists are available so you can reach out to the people. You can do more than getting them to come to your booth. So great tip. Thank you. James Stanton from Empyrean. James, what is your tip?
I guess I got two quick tips. One, make it fun. And that could be something like having, as Michael said, a game at your booth or something that people are coming out to events. They want to have a good time, right? Whether that's at the event itself or outside the event. Quick second one, share the love. Invite your partners in and you'll reap the rewards of having more support and driving more awareness to the event experience that you're creating.
What? We're going to have fun in B2B marketing? What is this world coming to?
What?
Crazy. No, it's so true. And I have always loved events and producing events back in the day because you can have fun and people really want to. Okay, Eric Eden, InGo, what is your tip?
So small in-person roadshow events are working really well in this environment. So those are a good thing to get back going in the event space and lower risk than throwing bigger events. If you are going to bigger events and conferences, I would say it's an investment. Send the A-team to get the best ROI and don't be boring. Give good presentations. If you're speaking, offer a good experience like a dinner or reception for the attendees that you want to connect with, and you'll get the best ROI.
Amazing. The tips keep on rolling. Jen Houston from D-Wave, what is your tip?
Hey, well, I think Eric said it well. He said, invite the A-team. So in our case, the professional services organization absolutely is an A-team. Maybe the SDRs, I think differently about who shows up at the booth, because what we're finding is that you can have a much deeper conversation and get them much further down the funnel quicker when you bring that professional services organization. So that's the first one. I think the second one is go to where your customers are. We found, I'm in quantum computing. There are lots of quantum computing events, but you're all talking about the same thing. What we've done instead is to find the verticals and then go to the events where people aren't talking about quantum computing.
Thank you for that. What you really made me think about is conventional wisdom is you send your salespeople, your best salespeople, but maybe, and we talked about this in the huddle, maybe your best solutions engineers go, maybe your best SDRs go. You don't necessarily have to sell the salespeople because maybe the customer or prospect doesn't want to talk to a salesperson. Maybe they want to talk to an expert. Okay, Cynthia Gumbert from SmartBear. Cynthia, what is your tip?
I think in this day and age, people who attend events are doing something pretty gutsy because, we've gone 2 years being pretty separate and being a little bit scared of COVID. So know that if you are at a trade show, anybody there really has a good reason to be there, and they've gone above and beyond to get permission from their family to travel to the event. So send people who can have meaningful discussions, have the empathy for them, the customers who are there, why they're there, and be ready to really get in depth as to what they're looking for and what needs they have and what brought them there.
Yeah, but I love that observation because it really is about respect at that moment, is that people are taking a chance. They know there's a chance they're going to get COVID, but they're doing it anyway. So respect that. Wendy Perilli from PeerSpot, what is your tip?
My tip is a little counterintuitive to what everybody else is saying, but my tip is know what your goals are and make sure you're focused on them when you're there. I think it's so easy to get wrapped up in the excitement and just networking and going to the parties, and you forget where are we at against our goals and being at this event.
Love it. All right. Bringing it back to goals. Okay. Well, speaking of goals, if you are a B2B CMO and enjoy conversations with some of these fine CMOs that you just heard from, check out CMOHuddles.com. I'm Drew Neiser. That's your Tuesday tip. Peace out.